All right, fight fans, welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Hey, Ray, how's it going?
All right.
How was your trip? I heard you went to see Mark Coleman.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, my co-host, Ray Ayers, has brought us a great guest. Who we got today, Ray?
We got Brian.
Let's see if he gets it right.
Uh-oh.
You could do it, Ray.
McCarthy.
Marciniak.
Marciniak. Okay, I'm
He's
fired.
the worst co-host ever.
Yeah.
It took me like, he didn't say Fan Doozy Studios again, right?
I'm gonna
You
say.
missed-
I'm gonna say at the end. We in the Fan Doozy Studio.
All right, we're coming to you almost live from the Fan Doozy Studios in Buffalo, New York, sponsored by Fan Doozy and hopefully Paula's Donuts in a little bit. You'll see when we go live in a minute or two.
And you just opened a box right next to me. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
And we would like Paul to dig in and eat some goddamn donuts.
Paul.
Paul, I don't know. I just fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
I was looking right at my phone and said Paul.
I think it's the last episode that kind of got you guys in that mood.
Yeah, we were talking about tentacle porn and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I felt like I walked into a Jerry Springer show.
I know, it was a mess. But, you know,
Freaking Canadians.
our Canadian friends are putting on a great fight show, Diamond Fights. So we have to have them on because they hired me to commentate for them.
Okay, look at you.
What about Lace Up hiring me to commentate?
Well, so far you guys are off to a bad start, so you got to work on that part.
You should listen to my LCT stuff. I work with them guys really good.
You got to start by getting my name right, but let's work on that.
All right, Brian Martino.
Martino.
Everyone turns Hispanic on this show. All right, so we brought you in here today because you got some great stuff going on. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I'll tell you, the UFC is coming April 8th, and we set up a few events around the UFC event itself, which will be a hell of an experience. We have John McCarthy coming to 716 Food and Sport. It's right next to the KeyBank Arena, and he's going to do a meet and greet with his fans. Again, that's from 12 to 2, just before the fight. He actually has to leave at 3 o'clock to check in, whatever they do over at the UFC. And then a little bit later, we have the Beast himself, who doesn't need any introduction, but John Bone Jones himself, 3 o'clock, 716 Food and Sports, second floor, Players Club. I'm excited.
Where do you think you're going, Ray?
I'm going. Take my money, Brian, please.
You're going to get charged extra since you can't get my name right. So
How much are you going to charge him?
hey, Ray, that's a different story. But
Yeah, how much? What does Ray got to pay?
well, he's got to try to get out this office before anything.
All right, there's our beautiful sponsor, Paul's Donuts. And we got Paul Marcino over there.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's Brian Marciniak.
See, there you go.
See?
Look
at that.
Right
Marciniak. Good job.
See, I'm almost a professional.
love it, love it,
Love it.
You just want that lace-up job so bad.
I do want the lace up
Look
job
at this,
so
and
bad.
he opens up the donuts right next to me, of course. It opens it up. Come on.
How do they smell?
Oh, forget about it. You're teasing me. That's all right.
All right. Yeah, have a donut. They're great. Paul's Donuts makes nothing but the best.
But, Caveman, why you go get the man donuts but no napkins? You
I
think,
just-
You think he's a caveman like you?
Dude, when I eat a donut, I'm just... And then I'm good. Why are you guys all quiet? You're looking at me like I'm nuts.
You
He had
are-
the same look on his face right now as he did when we were talking about tentacle porn.
I don't know how we could keep up with that one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
nuts.
So let's talk about this event here.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Let's focus.
Back on target.
Paula's Donuts,
Yes.
of course.
And if they don't give me a sponsorship, I'm going to Tim Hortons next episode. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so Budweiser, the official beer of the UFC, as well as Yellow Taxi. If it wasn't without them, first of all, this event would have never have happened. So I appreciate our sponsors. And we're actually, not only are we having events before the UFC starts, they open the door, I think, at 6:15 at the KeyBank Arena. So both of our events ends before the doors open. But after the event, we're actually going to have an official John Jones after party, and we'll announce the location of that party earlier this week. So it's going to be a full day of fun, starting at noon with John McCarthy to John Jones at 3 o'clock. Go to the UFC. Hey, if you don't have tickets for UFC, stay at 716 Food and Sport. They show the event for free. I think they have 40-foot screens. They're huge. And then after that, catch a subway down to the location where we're having the after party. And you have a literally full day and night with John Jones, John McCarthy in the UFC. How can you lose?
Oh, you can't lose with that. When you're talking about the after party, what's going to go on? How much interaction is there going to be with John Jones? Is he going to be signing autographs, or are you just going to be like surrounded by like a cage keeping him away from you while he's drinking some fine liquor?
Well, sure. He's going to be drinking, I'm sure, non-alcoholic, or if he does, at Budweiser, if that. I can't speak for him. But the main events, as far as a meet and greet, would really happen at 716 Food and Sport. Again, the people have an opportunity to take multiple pictures with both John and John, actually. And with that, different spellings, but both John and John. With that, that'll be the majority of the public interaction. Some VIPs will have an opportunity to hang out and see John Jones, and who knows who will show up at that event too, by the way. Hopefully Daniel Cormier doesn't show up, or Anthony Johnson, whoever wins that fight.
Well, hopefully they do for the fans that are there watching.
That'll be interesting. I might be on TMZ, if anything. Definitely.
So, how much are the tickets going to be for the meet and greet?
We have a combo ticket. It's we have $99 to meet John Jones, and that's for one person. And we actually have different upgrades, but $149 is the package where two people get to see him strike two poses with the man himself, both John Jones as well as John McCarthy. So it's tickets to both for $149. They get VIP lanyards, front of line at the event, the meet and greet event, as well as the after party. They get event posters. They get each person, you and a guest, actually get an autograph each. So it's definitely the best value for $149. I was telling Ray, I think he's looking up online how much his autographs are worth. He's about to sell them online.
Ray is kind of sneaky like that. You got to look out for this guy. Look at him. Solomon Renfro is giving us hearts after hearts after hearts. He's trying to win these tickets right now.
So we did come empty-handed. So we do have 2 tickets to give away to meet John McCarthy. So we need to come up with a contest.
What's a good contest, Ray?
I want to say the first fight John McCarthy rough.
All right. So, for everyone that's watching and listening, all we need to do is come up with the first fight that John McCarthy refed, and you can have the tickets. But you got to be closest enough where I can give them to you. Like in Western New York or United States at least. Now that I'm writing for Code of Combat, I have a lot of British fans, and I'm not sending you tickets overseas, eh? They don't say
do
eh.
they say that's Canada?
No, that's Canadian. I'm sorry I had a bunch of Canadian guests on. It looks like a bunch of people are looking it up right now because everyone stopped typing.
Everyone's is Googling right now. Definitely.
Yeah.
Ray is even Googling the answer.
We don't know the answer, so you're pretty fucked. You can probably say whatever you want.
Wait a minute. Can I win the tickets?
I don't know. Can he win the tickets?
Ray cannot win the tickets.
Oh, damn.
He's getting charged extra anyways.
Well, Ray can win the tickets. What's the cover price for the McCarthy ones?
McCarthy are $20 a piece, $20 per person if you were just to see John McCarthy.
Okay, so those are $20 a piece, so that's $40. So for Ray, it's $160. You can have them right now. $160.
That's right, Ray. Unless you get my name right, then we can work on the price for you.
Okay.
I got his name right. I can't even remember Brian. Ray's still looking it up. He's not a very good co-host. He's always busy.
I wanted to see if anybody got it right.
No one got it right yet. I'm kind of watching.
Well, we can't even say yes or no because we don't know the answer ourselves, right?
Oh yeah, Ray, you better look up the answer. How much did that shirt cost?
You're a comedian. We're gonna get a stage up in this.
Let me say, Brian got the best gear ever.
Dude, it is a nice shirt. He was telling us off air that some girl at Applebee's wanted to touch his shirt.
Yes, that is a fact.
That is a fact. Yeah, when you bang it, it makes a loud noise. The Canadians kept doing it over and over again, so don't worry about it.
Blame it on the Canadians.
Yeah, they've loosened it up.
So the main event, Daniel Cormier versus Johnson. The word is John Jones is going to fight the winner of that. What do you guys think about that?
I think that Cormier and John Jones need to fight again. With the long rest that John Jones has been on, well, not rest, with the long suspension that John Jones has had for bad Cialis pills, it's going to be a while for him to get back in the cage and be his old self. So I think now is the time for DC to get him, because that's probably the worst matchup for John Jones on all the light heavyweights around right now. I personally think. I didn't think he looked that great against OSP, and I think if Cormier can get his hands on him that often, that early, that he's going to be able to put him on the ground and ground him out for 3 rounds. And last time, Jones put the pressure on him, and it was a lot of fights, and DC did get the takedowns early, but he faded in the end because he worked so hard in the beginning, and Jones was able to take him down at the end. Oh, Ray's got the answer, and I almost screamed right on it, but I'm not going to put it on there. What do you think about Cormier and Jones?
I think Jones could have beat him.
You think Jones is going to beat him?
Yeah.
What do you think, Brian?
So both of you guys are saying that Cormier is going to beat Johnson. Is that what you guys are telling me right now?
Yes.
That's what I believe, too.
I
But
believe that,
I
yeah.
think Rumble Johnson matched up with John Jones is not the same matchup, because Rumble Johnson is going to stand with him a little bit more than DC is, and John Jones is going to exploit that no matter how long he's been out of the cage, because his stand-up is going to be all right. His time is going to be okay. It's just the transitions that fade with that time off of the cage, I think.
I agree with you. I think that Johnson's weakest point is his wrestling.
Solomon Renfro said Hoist Gracie versus Minoki Ichihara.
Nope.
Which is incorrect. Try again.
He watched the UFC DVD.
He did watch the UFC DVD. That was the first fight on a pay-per-view. That was not the first fight. Try again.
Art Davey knows.
Art Davey knows. Read his book.
I should tag him.
Yeah.
Good.
Solomon's always trying to get free stuff from you guys. And he would like you guys, he'd like to sign up with Mayweather Productions if you could put a good word in for him.
He is a good fighter, though. Not
Yeah,
doing that much.
he's a good
He
fighter.
is very good, very good. Impressed with his last fight.
What do you think? Who do you think is going to win Cormier Rumble?
I'll tell you this: if Johnson could get some good play, he's a striker. If he catches Cormier, it's over. Matter of fact, in the last fight, when he fought it, didn't he catch him once or
He
twice?
did catch him. He had him on Queer Street in that first round.
He gets him one time and he's done. It's going to be interesting. It'll be a good fight. I think Cormier wins in the end, and hence the Jones versus Cormier 2.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
I hope that happens so bad. But you never know. Rumble could steal it. If Rumble steals it, you going to hook us up with him? He was just in town not too long ago. Well, they both were in town, but Rumble was all over the place.
Matter of fact, it'll be Rumble and Jones Part 2 also.
Yeah.
They fought before. So.
No, I mean, are you going to get him for me and greet?
Well, I'll have that conversation with them. How about that?
All right, that sounds
Okay,
good. How
yeah.
about Sean Morris versus Sean Doherty?
Yep.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Solomon comes up with the
Did he?
win. Yeah.
Solomon. Good,
So
good
Solomon Renfro wins the free tickets. We will be broadcasting that everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it, Saul. You're good.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the tickets so you can meet up with him, definitely. So what I want to know, there's this hot girl
Uh-oh.
who fought in the last UFC. Mexican girl, by the way, Ray. You like that one.
Okay.
I can't remember her name. She's going to fight here in Buffalo. Do you know who
Tisha
I'm
Torres?
Come on, Ray. You should know this.
Damn.
Beautiful. She won, I think it was a first round knockout or TKO. Gorgeous. I'm excited about that fight.
Ray's looking it up. He'll find out for you in a second.
Beautiful.
This
Oh
is
my
our
God.
most commented video yet.
I hope that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was all Solomon's guesses. So how do you get these guys? How do you get like Mike Tyson? You brought Mike Tyson in too, right?
Yeah, with Lace Up, we brought in Mike Tyson. It starts off with an idea, right? Who will sell tickets, obviously, is part of it. And it's an experience that we really want to build on. Mike Tyson, that was phenomenal. We actually had 3 events with Mike Tyson when he came to Buffalo. We did a meet and greet at the Statler City. Then he did a dinner with some of the sponsors and VIPs over at Seneca Casino. And then we brought him to our event over at the Keenan Arena. So that was a full day in itself. And Mike was definitely exhausted at the end of the day. We worked him hard. But I'll tell you, talking about a personable person, and I think John Jones will be the same. Mike Tyson took a picture with my brother, like looked like he was chewing on his ear. So, and Mike Tyson's picking up babies. I mean, he really I got my arms around him, like a guy who you totally wouldn't think would be personable. and like, hey, it was Mike Tyson, right? You don't want to get near him. Very friendly, excellent with the crowd. Everyone loved him, from little kids to old people. He definitely put on a show, and I'm excited about John Jones. I think he'll do the same.
That's amazing. That's pretty cool that you get to interact with all these guys. How I guess what I'm trying to ask is how are they when you actually interact with them? Do you get a lot of time with them yourself, or are they always with the fans? And when they're in town, do you hang out with them like after? So is it like something cool for you guys too, or is it just all business? You know what I mean? Because like when you bring people in, sometimes they can be like Nick Diaz and be out partying on their own, or they can be like hanging out with you guys and doing the shit, and then you get to hang out with them and interact with them. How much is it? How much the fans want to see these guys, and how much is it that you guys want to hang out with these guys?
To be honest, with us, it's really business. We're so busy. Again, it's important to it's the experience that we put on. It's not just a picture, right? We literally have Budweiser girls that are going to be walking around taking pictures. We actually have Liberty Taxi. They have some, oh my God, beautiful girls that are going to be walking around and.
I think you just sold Ray.
Yeah.
Ray, trust me, he's going to. I guarantee he's going to be taking multiple pictures with him.
Yep.
Almost as many as Refro did for the guesses, So, but it's all about the experience. So when they come in, we're really, again, the celebrity as well as our team, we're all business. They will not be partying with anyone else. We're exclusive. He's not going to any other parties. He's exclusive with us. We make sure, obviously, we tied it in with the contract. But we want our fans who are paying the good money to have a good experience. That not only can they post on Facebook and when he fights Cormier, hopefully, in July, that they can say, hey, I saw he's the man and he's a good guy and whatever. If it's hugging him or give him a high five or, again, you could strike on the 149 VIP package, you get to strike 2 poses. Have some fun with it. This is something that people could experience for a lifetime. I still see today people posting pictures, whether it's on any of their social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, of them with Mike Tyson, and that's kind of, it's a pat in the back, and I feel good about that stuff because people are proud about that time, proud about that experience, and that's what we really want to get, over with everyone, is make sure that they do have that good time and experience.
I know a lot of people that actually went to the Tyson one, and everyone I know had a great time, and Mike Tyson actually took time to talk with them too. It wasn't like here, I'll shake your hand, get out of here. You know what I mean? He was very personable with everyone that I talked to that did the experience, and everyone was pretty happy with the experience.
Definitely. I like Mike Tyson. I really do.
Yeah, Mike is a cool guy. I met him back in the day, back in like '88. I was a little kid in Brooklyn. He was, I believe he was the champion. It was '89 or '88, something like that. And I was in the school bus. We got in the school bus from school, and he was from Brownsville. And he came in the school bus and said hi to us. So that was cool.
That's really cool. That's like stories you don't hear about a guy that is known for biting ears off.
Right.
So Ray, did you look up this girl's name yet? You got to see her picture. She is, oh my God, my future wife. But look, at least tell me her name. Can you do that much?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of beautiful women, how did you meet Amir? While we're waiting for Ray to look it up.
How funny is that? I'm going to tell him you call him a woman because he's going to.
No, not Amir. Because I know the story we talked about off air, so I'm not calling Amir a woman because he would beat me up. Actually, I wanted to tell one story about Amir real quick before we get into that. I do pose downs with a lot of the guests sometimes, and Amir's the only guy I ever did a pose down with. When I looked in his eyes, I was a little scared of, to be honest with you. And I've done it with a lot of people. I've done it with like high-level UFC guys. I always do that when I take a picture of somebody. But like Amir has that look that's kind of scary. Like he was not joking around when he did a pose off of me, and I was a little intimidated, to be honest.
Oh, he'll kick you in the head, and you won't even know what hit you.
That's right. I'm gonna break his foot on my head. He's worth too much money to be hitting this skull. He's got to go to the body on me and put me down like a little baby.
I think I found her.
Oh, that girl is pretty.
Well, let's talk about how I met Amir. Since,
all right, yeah.
Make sure Ray could double check because you never know with Ray.
Damn.
Amir's wife, who I love, beautiful person, found me on the internet of all things. I have a sponsorship company, and we deal primarily in boxing. And believe it or not, she found me on the internet. I live in Buffalo. Go figure. He lived at the time in Lockport, and how funny the internet is the one that actually put us together. So we got together, and I tell you, we make a great team. Lace Up Promotions have never been better. Our events are bigger and better than before. Everyone from the ring girls taking pictures with the ring girls in the front when people walk in, to just the total experience, the sound, the lighting. We really put on a hell of a show. We get over 3,000 people over at the Caveman Arena, so we really work hard. Again, talking about experience to make sure that our fans really do get their money worth.
I fought in the Keenan Center myself, and I watched all the shows. I fought with you guys. That show is something special. You can just feel the love in the building, especially when Amir's fighting. It's a little bit different when everyone's fighting, but when Amir's fighting, everyone in that crowd is just there to support him. It's such an environment.
Joe Taylor too.
Joe Taylor too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Taylor has a big following.
Right.
He's amazing. I got to tell you, he's. I don't want to say too much. We'll announce it, but he definitely is the man, and we look forward to having a big, bright future with Joe Taylor.
I was hoping you mess up and tell us what we got going on in the next card there.
We're gonna see if Ray messes up with this girl's name.
Okay. I see two
She's
Latin
Mexican,
girls.
Ray.
It's two Latin girls
From
fighting.
California. She just fought in UFC 209, I think it was.
209. Okay. She won. She fought against Amanda Bobby Cooper. So
A man named Bobby Cooper? I don't think so.
what?
A man named Bobby Cooper? I don't think so.
Amanda Bobby Cooper.
She's on my Facebook too and Instagram. I just can't find
Cynthia
her.
Carvello.
Cynthia.
Are you going to bring her in for meet and greet? I think you might do better with a pretty girl.
I did message her, by the way, but she is fighting, and it's a little tough trying to tie in with my time frames, and they have to be ready to rock and roll. They're tied in Friday. They do the weigh-ins, and then Saturday. Again, they're really focused. It's
Right.
hard to take people off the card to do a meet and greet before.
Yeah, I had a blonde fighter in here, Caitlin Choke again, and
It's two Mexican girls fighting from Buffalo.
she's
Well, this girl's from California.
They both from California.
How are they from Buffalo in California?
No, I'm saying they fighting in Buffalo, the Buffalo card,
you're right.
and they both from California. One from San Diego.
That girl's not pretty.
Yeah, pick the prettier one. That's the girl I'm speaking of.
You think she looked better, K-Man?
The other girl that you had up? Yes,
Yeah.
that girl's not pretty. Or at least not fight pretty. Maybe she looks pretty with makeup on.
They are both.
She's gonna kill me when she. Cynthia.
Yeah,
Carvello.
that
Yeah.
girl is beautiful.
Yes. Oh, she is
Here, I'm
amazing.
gonna go live on it.
She is amazing. I'll tell you, whoever doesn't have her added on Facebook or Instagram, add her, follow her.
For sure.
She definitely. I mean, besides being gorgeous,
I'm gonna start stalking her.
she is a bright future. She dominated in her first. I think that was her first fight in the UFC, and she's beautiful and she kicks ass. How could you complain?
The official girl for the Caveman's Corner is Ashley Letourneau, so we gotta plug her. Bikini girl.
Well, we got a UFC fighter here.
Yeah.
We gotta plug her too.
We had Choke again on too. But Ashley Letourneau's got the most views for us for our podcast. We gotta plug her.
Okay.
All right. Now we can talk about beautiful girls too.
Ray,
Yeah.
any beautiful girls in your life, Ray?
Yes, sir.
So I had this great joke, but I'm not gonna say it now because I don't want Amir to beat me up. But I said that Amir's wife found Brian on Tinder. And then Brian was like, I only go on Grindr. Oh, he didn't really say that. That was Ray.
That's it.
Oh my God! Don't blame it on me, K-Man. Jeez.
All right, I had to use that joke. I only get a couple good jokes, so I had to use it. All right, I'm going to cut off this live before I say anything bad. All right, we're good with the live.
Okay.
Now we can just shoot the shit.
You definitely are going to get kicked in the head.
I hope not. By you or by Amir?
Well, by Ray maybe, because
I'm not scared of Ray. Ray would be tired by the time he gets over here.
Tweaking.
I just rolled Ray the other day. He had to stop after a minute.
I couldn't breathe. I was.
It's too much Burger King. What do you think about Burger King? What's the best fast food place?
what is that place on Elmwood? Checkers.
Checkers?
They make good.
Checkers is good.
They got good burgers and the French fries is off the hook.
Yeah. Off the hook?
Yeah.
There's your next sponsor. There you go.
Yeah, we got to talk to Checkers.
So Ray, you're awful quiet today. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Ray spent the whole day in the car sucking down 5-hour energies. He's going to fall asleep.
He's on a down of the 5-hour energies, huh?
I ain't get no sleep at all.
Yeah, me either. How often do you fly back and forth from Vegas, or you spend most of your time up here? What do you do?
I live in Buffalo.
You live in Buffalo?
Yes.
West. You from the west side, right?
From the Lower West Side.
Okay.
We're the only white people, well, majority in the neighborhood. So all my friends are Puerto Rican. I used to fight kids when we first came in the neighborhood, and then I just kept growing and growing, and here I am 6'3", and they stopped about 5'5". And then it took, instead of 1 or 2 guys to beat me up, then it took 3 or 4, and then I think we all just became friends and said, no, just forget it. Let's all become friends. And I have some of the best friends from the neighborhood, definitely.
Ray's the best Puerto Rican guy I ever met.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I know a couple of them too. I'm friends with a lot of them, but you're the best one.
I used to live in the West Side. I lived in the Upper West Side. I used to live on Plymouth in Massachusetts.
I don't know where that is.
I used to be all Italian area back in the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you fight, Brian?
Not a fight.
Like in the ring? Like
in the ring, no. On the streets, yes, it is what it is. But not. I would love to.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done that. I don't
It's
really
not
know
too
much
late. How old
about
are
it.
you?
I'm 30 years old.
They're
Nah.
30 what?
I'm gonna say 25. He's 25.
That's
25?
right. Ray, you got me. There you go.
28, 33?
25. Caveman.
Yeah. Oh, he's banging the shit.
I love it.
Yeah. I think I'm 40. I'm still ready to fight. I think you could get in there and do one. Maybe you could fight like Judah Abbott or something.
I want to fight Ray, maybe, if anything.
You don't want to fight Ray.
Oh, come on.
Ray's got some serious leg kicks for real. You want to fight someone that wants to punch you in the face. But Ray's gonna get tired though.
Hold up. Yeah, I'm going after like 3 punches. Like, we'll be tired.
I'm gonna give Ray some Burger King before we fight. You know?
He'll eat it too. And would you guys ever let Mickey Gaskins fight for you? The guy that poops his pants.
I don't know. You have to fill me in on that story.
Oh yeah.
You want to do it or you want me to do it?
You do it.
All right. So we have this guy Mickey Gaskins, and he did a kickboxing fight. And
No MMA. Fight.
no. He did it. It was first in a kickboxing fight at TNT. When he
Okay.
fought that the white kid that does a spin and back kick knockout.
Okay.
And he had an accident on himself, and I was commentating. So the first time we're like, oh my god, but we didn't say anything. We covered it up for him.
But you had an accident while getting beat up or before?
During the
Okay.
contest, and he didn't really get beat up. So it was a really even fight. It was a draw.
I thought he lost the fight though.
I thought it was a draw. I thought it was a 10-8 first round, and he lost the next 2. So it depends how he calls second round. But I thought it was a draw. I agree with that. It was a draw. And then
I think it's something. I don't know if it's a draw. It's something in his draws.
yeah, there was something in his drawers, and he had a little accident, but we covered it up. No one ever said anything.
I didn't
about
know about it. You covered
Yeah.
it up good.
Yeah, I covered it up good. And then the next fight, he
In Rochester.
Rochester, the very next fight, he cut a lot of weight. Not a lot of weight, but a lot of weight for him, like 8-9 pounds. Right after he cut weight, he ate a giant pizza, and I heard he had some beers. He said he didn't, but I heard he had some beers. So when he fought the next day, he had a little stain in his pants, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger during the round. And then he became Mr. Poopy Pants.
And it's funny too because he had, the MMA fighters wearing tight. He had white shorts and tight.
Oh,
shorts.
yeah, it's really tight and really white, too.
So the brown spot kept getting bigger and bigger. Everybody laughing.
And this is MMA, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So
the guy's on the ground, inside his stinky guard. And that fight is accessible if you just look up Mickey Gaskins Full Contact Fights.
Yeah.
So you can find that one on YouTube at any time. If you're listening right now, click a new window open, check it out. Pretty gross, isn't it? About 6 minutes and it happens at the end of the second round. And then we put a towel on after because the whole fans were laughing at him and stuff. It was very visible. Like the people out in the crowd could see.
And does he fight anymore? Is a question.
Yeah, he fought since then. And you know what? He forgot his fight shorts. And they brought him another pair of dirty white shorts to fight in. But he made it through this time. It was just a diet accident, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna have another fight too. So
Yeah, he's fighting. He's fighting on we just had the guy on earlier.
ground force, right?
No, not the Ground Force Fights guy. The Gladius Fights guy.
Oh, okay.
The Gladius Fights promoter. We had him on earlier.
Randy Smith.
Yeah, Randy Smith, and we were talking about that accident, and he wasn't going for it. He thought I was joking, I think, like just being a jerk. But I asked him if because New York State actually passed a law, or not New York State, but the ABC, the Commission for MMA, passed a law. If you lose control of your bodily functions, if you pee yourself, throw up on yourself, or crap yourself, you're TKO'd and the fight ends.
That's good.
Yeah,
Was this what's his name? Mickey Gaston?
No, Yoel Romero crapped himself really bad too. Like a lot of UFC guys have too.
So do they name the law after Mickey Gaston? Or?
No, they should though.
They
It should be
should
the
though. Yeah,
Mickey
yeah. They
Gaston's
should
wrong.
make it.
Lyoto Machida peed himself. He got kneed in the belly and he pissed himself a little bit. Like there's a lot of if you look online, you can find a lot of those gross things. It happens. Does that ever happen in a lace-up cage or a ring?
I honestly, I never heard that happening. This is the first, so.
Oh.
You guys, Q fights for you guys too, right? Kwame. Oh, it's Q's last name.
Austin.
You know, yeah, Q
Austin.
Austin. Yeah, he threw up at the TNT fights when he fought in the cage.
We had people throw up.
Because that would be a TKO too. If you throw up, they stop the fight and you lose by TKO.
Oh wow.
We never had anybody puke inside the ring that
Right.
I could recall, but outside, yes, in the corners or what have you. But sometimes after, of course.
It's something that can happen. To be honest with you, I mean, when you're cutting that weight and there's all the nerves, and if you eat the wrong stuff, it can happen.
Is Burger King, does that qualify?
Burger King would definitely qualify. And because some of these guys, when you're in amateurs, you don't really know. You've never worked as hard as you work in that first or second fight. And it can happen, especially throwing up.
Yeah, I never pooped to myself.
I never pooped myself either, but I've been close to puking a bunch of times.
Nope, not me. Not me. That's Mickey.
Yeah.
How many people are looking up that Mickey online right now? Definitely.
I would say when we post this one, I would say however many people listen to this, probably about a third of them do, because everyone else, we talk about it every podcast. That's kind of our thing. That and the Easter egg.
Yeah, Dan the Beast was laughing at Mickey.
Yeah, even the famous people think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many famous people got. We got Amir on, and his podcast is really good. We talk about Donald Trump. Are you a Donald Trump guy?
Him and I are very good partners, and we agree on a lot of things, and we disagree on one. And I did vote for Donald Trump.
Did you?
Ray, don't be mad. Ray's picking up a bat.
Oh no.
Ray's getting deported.
No. I don't got nothing against Donald Trump. You know, if you vote for Donald Trump, that's good. You know, I think he's different, and I think we need a change. So
Amir said something that was really poignant, and it really sticks out in my head. He said a lot of stuff. You know, obviously he's a very intelligent man, speaks very well. But he came on and he said Donald Trump's going to either be the best president we ever had or the worst. There's not going to be in between with him. He's either going to fix the country or he's going to make it worse. And I kind of feel like that too. What do you think? What do you think now that he's been in the office? Are you happy with what you got?
I'm happy. We'll see what he does, and I think look at Ray's face. He's still looking at that Cynthia girl's picture.
Yeah. Ray, when Ray gets bored, he watches his own fights. To be honest with you.
no. I'm looking for the Mickey fight where he pooped himself. Now,
We already watched it together a bunch of times. Just open up YouTube. It's probably the first video that pops up.
Let me.
What is it, Mickey Poopy Pants, or how do you look it up?
Just go Mickey Gaskins full contact fighting.
Yeah, but he had a couple. How many fights he had? Remember the card?
That's the one where he was wearing the white shorts. He fought the wrestler kid.
I think it might be this one then.
When is that? Yep. That's it. Donovan Levy. Levi.
Oh my God! Look at this kid.
Yeah. Poor Mickey. Mickey, we love you, man. You're a very good guy, but you need to control your pants.
So who's fighting on the undercard as far as non-television? Any Western New York guys?
No, we don't have anyone on the card, actually. Eric Herbert was trying to get on the card, and Patchy Mix.
Don't we got that green kid?
No, he's talking about the UFC card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't have any. We didn't get anyone on the card.
No, I'm talking about somebody from Western New York is fighting. The green kid.
Oh, I thought you meant Western New York MMA.
Well, both Western
Yeah.
New York MMA and Western New York.
Right.
I don't count us. Yeah, we got.
Right. The wrestler from UB, right?
Yeah. And he's going to tear it up. He's going to
He's good?
dominate. Oh, he's a very, very good wrestler. So he's going to take it down. That's about it that I know about, right?
No one on the prelims?
No, and that's a prelim fight, too.
TV? Or
No, probably Fight Pass.
okay.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how many people, again, the doors will open up 6:15.
Yeah.
How many people actually walk in at 6:15
There's
versus...
it's Buffalo. I think there'll be a lot of people there. The problem with the getting guys on the UFC card is the USADA testing, because they have to be cleared by USADA to be able to fight. So I think you need a 2-month window. I'm not exactly sure what the window is, but they can't just plug fighters in a month out without going through USADA testing. So after about 90 days or 60 days or something, they can't bring anyone onto the card that's not already signed with UFC going through the USADA testing.
Yes, learn something new every day.
Yeah. See, I actually know some stuff. That's why they give me the mic a little bit. But it kind of sucks, really. You should just be able to go in and drug test. But They want to make sure that you're not using outside of competition. What do you think about drug use and sporting events? Do you think you have it in anything that you've promoted?
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Right. I'm totally against it. I never used drugs in my life, and I know the previous podcast guys, you better double check them. But
Yeah.
no,
They were telling me where they got it from. I don't think we need to double check them. I think we can honestly assume that they're consuming illicit drugs. Well, it's not illegal where they're from, the marijuana part at least.
I think is it, or did they pass it yet? I think it's close.
They're getting it from a dispensary where you don't need a car from, so I'd imagine it's illegal in there. It depends because they have the provinces over there. I think it's like our states here. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm against. I'm 100% against, and I think Amir would probably speak the same. 100% against whoever uses drugs in life, or especially in a fight game. There's no sense to make it unfair for anyone. The weight's tough enough. Trying to make weight, that's very tough for a lot of people, and tying in drugs or any enhancement of any kind, definitely against that.
You're a huge kickboxing guy. How did you get into doing these experiences with MMA guys?
Well, I think it was more of the opportunity with the UFC coming to town. It's been 20 plus years. The UFC's been here in Buffalo last time, so I think it was more of the opportunity versus actually who it is. But in this case, we got probably one of the biggest names. Besides maybe McGregor or something, but one of the biggest names in the UFC to get up close and personable with fans is something special. So that's one of the reasons we brought him in. John McCarthy, since I was young watching the UFC back in, what was his first fight?
I want to say 94.
We just gave it as a test answer, didn't we?
95. Yep. Sean against Sean, but I forgot the last name. Sean Levicki against Sean somebody else.
No. Sean Morrison versus...
No, that was David Levicki. I messed that up.
No, it wasn't David Levicki.
No, I know. That's what I was thinking different fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It happened. I know UFC 2 came out in 94.
Yeah, it's a trick question because what happened is we all know from when the pay-per-view started, it was Minoki Ichihara and Royce Gracie. That's the first fight that we saw John McCarthy in on TV. But there was dark fights that he reffed. Did he ref those fights, though? Do we know that? We might have gave the wrong guy the tickets.
Yeah, he was the only ref in the show.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, did you like the format back in the days? What they fought? How many people? They literally kept going, right?
It was a tournament.
Yeah, it was a tournament style.
I like it with the rules at the time. I don't like it with today's rules. I think with no time limit and no weight classes, it was kind of proving grounds to see what kind of style was the best.
Yeah.
Now that everyone's a great athlete and it's not the same, the bodies couldn't hold up to the damage they do. The guys weren't trained like they are today. The fights only went like 2 or 3 minutes, most of them. I think the average time was like 3 minutes and 26 seconds for an old style MMA fight. Nowadays, when they're going 15 minutes with the damage they take and how good everyone is at everything, the bodies will never hold up. And, when they do the tournaments and they do it over like 3 shows, someone always gets hurt and you never get a true winner. So I think those days of tournaments are done. I love that format, especially the no rules. That's where I started fighting back in the day.
And that's 3 fights in a night.
3 fights in one night. And they had like a 2.5 hour pay-per-view window too, so they were quick. There was not a lot of rest between the fights.
And some of the pay-per-views got shut off.
Yeah, because they went too long.
They went too long, yep.
Yeah.
I remember Gracie was fighting, and he was just, so tired and beat up. He was just skinny compared to some of these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I just remember him just walking off and looking at his face as a fan, right? And like, man, he's got to fight again. And going back, there was one fight, maybe you can help me on this. It was this 400-pound black guy against this little 125.
Keith Hackney and Emmanuel Yarbrough.
Yeah.
That was amazing, huh? I'm thinking this guy's gonna get crushed, right?
Yeah, and he gives him the Stockton slap to the ear,
bam,
and dropped him.
I thought he hit him in the nose or something. No, or
he hit him like 50 times on the ground with the hammer fist.
But I just know he dropped him,
right?
Like literally, like I'm thinking this little guy's gonna get crushed. It's weight difference and forget about it. Sit lay on him,
Yeah, when you go home and look it up, it's Keith Hackney versus Emmanuel Yarbrough. You can see that slap.
We actually got to get Keith Hackney.
Yeah, we could get him. He's probably a legend of the cage,
Yeah.
right? Brian
Yep.
Moore, I'm sure, has got his contact
Yeah.
information.
We definitely gotta get him. I would like to talk about that with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something special.
Speaking of MMA, I got something that I proposed to Amir, and no, it's not the stupid one. It's the good one.
Okay. Go
All right. So Conor McGregor and Mayweather want to box, right? You know that it's always going to be boxing against UFC. So I propose, why don't they do a K1 fight or K1 rules style fight? And I think what better place to do it than Lace Up Promotions, since you guys have the connection.
Sign us up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right?
I'm sure everyone in boxing will be against it, of course, but that would be something special, of course.
How do you think that fight goes? And let's break it down style by style. In boxing, who wins?
Oh, no doubt Mayweather wins, but
Yeah.
I think what'll happen is McGregor will get frustrated, sweep out his legs, and punch him in the face. I think that's at the end of the day.
You think he throws a spinning back kick or something crazy in that fight if they box?
I think he messes him up at the end. McGregor wins just by he'll win we'll all be laughing and screaming and cheering, but I think he sweeps Mayweather, gets frustrated with Mayweather style and just sweeps him and then just wrecks him on the ground and both corners run in and it's a melee.
I've been fighting with people about this online, a lot of stuff. A lot of people say McGregor will never touch him. I think McGregor touches him, and I mean, he's been hit by some of the best boxers in the world. It's not going to phase him like people think.
A lot of boxing guys, don't even like McGregor fighting Mayweather. He don't.
I agree. He's not a
deserve to
boxer,
fight
but
him.
he's going to be so awkward. Mayweather's probably never sparred with a guy that's as bad as Conor McGregor's going to be at boxing. I mean, he's not a boxer when you look
Right.
at him.
He got like a karate style.
Yeah, he's got that karate style. He's in and out. So I think Mayweather touches him, and I think he's going to be so frustrated when I think McGregor touches him. I think Mayweather's going to be not fazed by it, and it's going to really mess up McGregor because guys crumple when he hits him. But it's not going to be the same thing with the big boxing gloves on.
Now let me ask you this: Machida had a good karate style where his movements, he in and out. You think McGregor could do that with Mayweather?
Mayweather's faster, but he's gonna give him awkward ankles that he's not used to seeing because he's used to throwing kicks. It's a whole different angle game,
Right.
and the steps are different, the footwork's different. And I think he touches McGregor a couple of times. Or I think McGregor touches Mayweather a couple of times till Mayweather picks it up, first round or two, and then I think he just dominates him.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I don't think McGregor. There's too much money on the line for McGregor to do something stupid and take a chance of getting that pay cut. What do you think?
No, I think McGregor needs to step up and fight Diaz again. That's what I think needs to happen.
Yeah.
I think that second fight was closer than it was. I think.
I think it was really
the money's
close.
not there.
It's not
There's not
there.
$100 million fight in Diaz versus McGregor, but I
Right.
think that's the fight I would like to see. That's the fight that should happen.
What do you think, Mayweather, McGregor, and MMA?
Of course.
There's no question McGregor.
I thought as a kickboxing guy, you might say Mayweather.
No,
Drops
no.
him.
Okay, how about K1 rules?
K1 rules, man, I have to go with Amir. I'm going to say that McGregor wins at K1.
Amir should teach Mayweather how to kick.
He said if he kicks anything like Jeff Mayweather, it's going to be a short night.
Yeah, he did say that.
What do you think about K1, Brian? If they fight K1?
I like K1. It's exciting. Versus MMA, you spend a lot of time on the ground making out, whatever you guys do. I'm being funny, of course, but I like K1 a lot.
Do you think it's better than Muay Thai?
I like Muay Thai, but I think I like the music better in Muay Thai. That could get aggravating after a while, but
Right.
I do like the aspect, the tradition behind Muay Thai. But K1, I think that there's opportunity there for growth in the United States. It's not here, I don't believe, but I think there's definitely some opportunity for growth in K1.
Yeah, I believe Art Davie was the president of the US K1 in Las Vegas.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll have to
He was
get
the
him on and talk about that, too.
he was the fight promoter for the K1 USA.
You guys fight primarily K1 kickboxing and lace-up, correct? I mean, I know you've done some Muay Thai fights, too, but it's primarily K1 rules?
They mix it. It depends on who's fighting.
Right.
Kickboxing
Yeah.
is definitely
Yeah,
number
sometimes
one.
you do the kicks above the waist, too, right?
Yeah, yep. It depends on they negotiate before the fight.
Oh, okay.
With this insurance regulations, I'm not sure how that all kind of ties in, but whatever, we make sure that we stay within the qualifications or
Right.
whatever it may be.
Yeah, the Muay Thai gyms from Toronto be coming to the lace up.
I like Muay Thai a lot.
Yeah,
I like the clinch game. I like how rough it is.
I like how they throw the
clinch.
knees and elbows.
It's not very fan friendly though. That's a problem for promoters.
Yeah.
And the music getting annoying.
They don't have to play the music.
We did play. There was one fight we did do a Muay Thai fight. I forget who it was, and they did request to play the music, and we did play it. The fans, they gave me the most dirtiest looks in the world. Some of them liked it, but the average fan who doesn't know anything about anything, they're like, "What the hell are you guys playing?" You know, because it just goes. They're used to it stopping when a match is on, right?
Right.
But they just give me the look like, "What are you guys doing?" But yeah, it is what it is.
People, the fans of America are not ready for Thai boxing. It's definitely very steeped in religion and tradition. It's not like American kickboxing at all. For the
now
Thai
it's real
fighters.
big in Europe though, in Holland, right?
The style is. I'm not sure that the following is.
I think K1. That's where K1.
K1 is definitely bigger over everywhere in the world because it's more exciting. It's more exciting. There's more clashes. They break the clinch right away, so you don't see a lot of grappling.
Right.
They'd probably break the clinch faster than they do in boxing, even.
I guess one of the rules is when you get in a clinch, you got like one knee to throw, and that's it, and they break it up.
I think it's like 1 second in the clinch.
1 second, 1 second. Yeah.
It's just really quick, and they break the clinch.
Okay.
Yeah. And Muay Thai, as long as you're active, you can keep fighting. And then they had the modified Muay Thai rules, where it's 5 seconds and they break the clinch. But in traditional Muay Thai, as long as you're working in the clinch, they don't break it. So you can beat the shit out of a guy for the whole round.
Hey, what do they call that fighting where it's like 10 guys on 10 guys? You guys see that?
That sounds like something from the last podcast. I'm not sure.
Yes, it does. But it's like MMA style, but it's like 10 guys on 10 guys.
It's like Team MMA, and I'm
yeah.
not promoting that on the show.
And,
Let's cut that right out.
Right, listen, that's crazy.
That makes my sport look terrible. That's like tag team kickboxing.
It was awful. They had like
I think it was like
pillars.
in Russia.
Yeah.
They have like the pillars in there too. They jump up on there, and it's comical almost. But.
Yeah, it looks really bad. It's just like when those guys dress up in superhero costumes and they do the MMA stuff.
But like the last guy standing, there's literally like 3 or 4 guys against one. He just get wrecked.
Yeah, it's like whoever loses the first fight, when that first guy's out, the other team loses every time. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
But it's funny how the last guy, is 3 guys on one. He's just covering up. He's trying to save face and getting beat up before he has to tap out. He's going to tap out. It's just trying to. I'm tougher than everybody, and I could, but that's embarrassing for MMA.
During the fights at not K1, during the fights at Lace Up, what are you responsible for? I see you running around like a madman.
Oh, I have no hair on purpose, but Ray knows how that goes. But and you're not too far behind, buddy.
I had beautiful hair before I did commentating yesterday. Long, luxurious.
Yeah, Cameron, you do have long hair though.
I did. Yeah.
I thought you was Jesus.
I'm gonna have to show you a picture. I had a man bun and everything. Now I'm just bald again.
Now you have a man bun on your chin.
Yeah. My man bun was bigger than my. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but at Lace Up, we really make a good team. On the operations end, I really deal with all the operations staff and what have you. Amir and we have a couple other guys that work on the matchmaking. He's eating a Paula's donut, teasing me.
That is really good.
Or is it Tim Hortons? Because
it depends. It's up to Paula's what kind of donut it is right now.
Yeah, we could even go with Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do make a great team. At the end of the day, it's all about the experience with the fans and everything from the front door to the staff to the ring girls, coordination, setup. I'm responsible for that, and Amir really does very well on the matchmaking and politics of Lace Up, and I think we complement each other very well.
I just want to say I've probably been to every show in Western New York, kickboxing, MMA, all over the place. PA, I've been to a lot of shows all over. The fan area that you have with the ring girls and stuff when we walk in is second to none. It's like such a small family type. Man, I don't even know what the correct words are for the statement, but you just go in and there's just that vibe that only Lace Up has. And it's something special that you guys got going on. I know I got donut in my tooth you're looking right at. But that was messed up the whole thing. I'll take that out. But the vibe in that arena however you set that up is just perfect. And I wish some of the other organizations could emulate that. You have that like that black tarps up and the ring girls are there. and everybody gets pictures there. It's such a good experience.
Well, that's when I first came to Lace Up. That's one of the first things that I kind of brought. I kind of want to make it a little more personable. Again, it's going back to I keep saying experience, but we appreciate when people spend hard-earned money and come into our shows. So when they come in, they're greeted by the ticket takers when they walk in to get pictures with the ring girls. What do the ring girls do? They smile. They have the belts with them, and what do people do? They take the picture, post it up immediately on social media with a couple good-looking girls, and guess what? It's great for the fans, and it's great as far as being a promoter and getting the word out of what we do.
I took a picture with the ring girls too before.
I know, Ray. Did your wife get mad at you with all the pictures you have of ring girls?
No.
The question is that the only belt you ever held?
Yes.
That's okay.
Man, he's giving it to us.
Hey, you got my name wrong in the first.
Yeah,
first
we
part of the
deserve it,
show.
Caveman.
Yeah, we deserve it.
Yeah.
We're 25-cent hosts in the $50,000 Fandoozy studio.
With no napkins and beautiful donuts.
And our man was very impressed by our desks. Not that desk because it moves around a lot, but this is a very nice countertop desk here.
Oh yeah.
No, the studio's impressive, except I get directions of a. I'm thinking I'm going to someone's house, and it's a big building with 100 offices. I don't know where to go. I got to message Ray like, okay, where do I go? And here I am. Thank God we made it.
Just so we're totally clear, Ray totally set this up on his own. He's not the best with directions.
Yeah.
And Ray was late too, by the way.
Yeah. Totally.
I didn't even know you were coming, to be honest with you.
Oh, now I feel really special. I got to tell you.
No, he said we were doing you, but
Doing me?
Yeah.
I think this goes back to the previous podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said you were coming, but he didn't give me a time. The Canadians
Wait, I said 2:00.
The Canadians were actually an hour late for their podcast. They were supposed to start at noon. They got here at 1:15.
Freaking Canadians.
So the office was supposed to be open by 2:00. So I would just like to apologize for you coming in to listen to the podcast. Although it was a great Caveman podcast. So if you guys are listening, you should go back and listen to the one right before this one. You can learn all about marijuana and some other bad stuff.
Tentacle porn.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, tentacle porn too.
My daughter's going to say, what the hell? What kind of show you on, Dad?
How old is your daughter?
She's 16. So it's
Oh, all right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now, one thing with Brian, though, I got to say on Facebook, oh, man, he makes great food. I just want to...
He just wants to rub my belly. That's my
You got to invite me
shirt.
over to dinner. The food he makes, oh, man, rice and beans, and I love to eat.
He did say a lot of Puerto Rican friends.
Yeah.
Ray's coming over for dinner later.
Yeah.
This is no joke. Mark Holman was getting yelled at by his wife, like really, really bad. She's like, "What are you doing on the phone? You've been talking to these guys for 5 hours." And Ray's like, "All right, why don't I just come over for dinner? I'll take care of it." I'm like, Ray, that's not gonna help anything.
And Mark Coleman was like, "What you gonna do? You gonna pick me up?" Come on, guys. She's mad at me.
Yeah, he's not good when your wife's mad.
I do like Coleman, though. Coleman is someone I would like to meet.
Yeah, you should bring him in for a meet and greet. We can hook you up.
He's in bad shape.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get him now before he can't.
Can't move around.
But I did love him as a fighter. I got to tell you.
Okay, yeah.
Who is your favorite fighter?
John Jones, of course.
He's my favorite fighter too.
Because that's what I do.
Now, Brian, who's your favorite boxer?
Favorite boxer? I got to tell you, I really liked the Alien until he got knocked out of the ring.
Remember, did he say no white guy could beat him or something like
He
that?
did. I know that bothers me a little bit, but putting that aside, I did like him, that bastard, for saying that. But I did like him, and he did get knocked out by a white guy out of the ring. But I like him a lot. Shane Mosley, which I did a meet and greet event in Las Vegas with him.
Cool.
At the Hooter Casino. I really enjoyed him as a fighter. Going back, Riddick Bowe. I used to like Riddick Bowe, definitely. And of course, local Joe Macy. Unfortunately, his career ended prematurely, but I'll tell you, who could sell out? What was it? What was the arena? The auditorium, or what did they call it back then?
Yeah, Memorial Auditorium.
Memorial
18,000.
Auditorium. Sold it out, right? That's amazing for a Buffalo guy.
Yeah.
Too bad it didn't continue, but he's a great guy too.
Yeah, he always seemed like a really nice guy. My favorite fighter's always been Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Yes.
Mike Schultz don't like Tyson.
No,
said
he
he's
doesn't.
overrated.
He likes Ali.
But I like Mike Tyson because I was from Brooklyn too, Brownsville, and Mike is from Brownsville, and
To be honest with you, I liked him because of Mike Tyson's punch out, and he was like one of the toughest bosses ever. He'd knock your shit out every time. Could never get out of the way of the stupid uppercuts.
yeah.
If you ask my daughter, she likes him because of that show. What's that?
The cartoon show or
No,
the reality show?
What's that? They're in Vegas, and he's playing a piano.
Hangover?
The Hangover.
Hangover, yes.
Hangover, yeah.
It's funny because you ask the young people about Mike Tyson when we're doing a Mike Tyson meet and greet. They're all talking about the Hangover. Guys, a little older, they're all talking about him knocking people out. But it's pretty funny how people relate to different people.
His cartoon's pretty good too.
I did watch this cartoon, yes.
Oh, maybe you didn't like it.
No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, see? I'm trying to promote all Mike Tyson stuff. Like, he was one of the guys who brought it in, and you're like, it was all right. He's the greatest ever. Greatest cartoon ever. Better than Gummy Bears.
I hope we could work together with him again. He definitely is Mike Tyson. That is someone I would love to work together with again.
If you guys could get him, I would like to meet him because, like I said, he's one of my favorite boxers.
Where were you when we did the meet and greet?
I didn't get to go. I was working that night. I then went to the fight card, and yeah, it was crazy because it was like a long line outside the arena, and it was. I wanted to see him, but if he come again, I'll definitely go see him.
I could either go to the fights or to meet Mike Tyson, so I went to the fights. Because when I go to the fights, it's not just me. I got to pay for my wife, and then usually sometimes my son comes. So it turned out to be expensive when we don't have a guy fighting. What do you think? You guys should give a family discount for Lace Up.
I'll tell you, if it, you'll be surprised on the amount of money it costs to put on these shows. A lot of people think, you have 3,000 people plus there. They're making tons of money. I'm here to tell you, we spent a lot of money. Lighting, sound, setup, just the experience alone. We do spend a lot of money, and insurance, of course, is a big cost. So I would love to give more of a discount than what we do, but I got to tell you,
got to cover the
margin's
cost,
very
man.
tight.
Yeah,
you got to cover the cost.
And you guys sell it every time, so maybe that's not the best promotion for you guys because you get full price for every ticket. I wasn't talking like a huge discount. I just mean like a couple of % off, or maybe like kids tickets, because you do have a lot of small kids that go to the show too. Like I said, it's a great family atmosphere. I'd love to take there's some MMA shows I'm like, I don't want to take my son to, but I would take my son to Lace Up anytime.
Yeah, I would definitely take my son when he gets a little older.
Yeah.
Well, May 13th, we're having an event at the Keenan Arena. I'm not going to say any details, but that's our next event. It's Saturday, May 13th.
That's perfect because that falls in between 2 MMA fights I got to do, so I can make it to that one.
Oh, I'd definitely like to go with that. We'll definitely go.
Me and Ray could battle it out for you guys if you're looking for a fight.
No, I want to see you versus David Whitman.
Oh yeah, me and David Whitman. Put that one. David's got to turn pro, but we can make that one happen.
What I want to know is what's this guy who pooped his pants again?
Mickey Gaskin.
Against Ray.
Oh, we don't like each other. That'd be perfect. Open weight, kickboxing fight.
You gotta
watch where you kick. You gotta watch where you kick him, I guess.
I don't know. Mickey's got a pretty good gas tank now. He might outpoint you, dude. I'm just saying. He's fast. He's really awkward. And if he poops himself, I know you're not getting near him.
No, but he got the monkey stance.
He does.
The Karate Kid stance.
No, he gets. I'll stand up to do
the
it.
orangutan.
He's like. He closes his eyes sometimes too. It's so crazy. That's what happens when he gets taken down in MMA.
I'm gonna have to Google him now so I can know who he is.
Look up Mickey Gaskins and Nick Giuliani full contact fights.
Oh, that's the guy's name.
Yeah, that's the guy that kept taking him down every time. Mickey was beating the crap out of him. Like literally, the guy was scared to shoot on him. Mickey was totally dominated the fight, and he's like, he does this little dance thing. He gets taken down and changes the whole fight because now the guy's not scared of him anymore. He got a little momentum going. That kid, he could be somebody if he just got his shit together.
Yeah.
Did you guys see on Facebook? They had it shooting around a lot. It was this black guy against this white guy, and the black guy's showing off, and then next thing you know, this white kid kicks him in the face, and he goes down. Knocks him out.
Yeah, he's doing all the dance stuff.
That was amazing. I loved it because he was I can't remember the black guy's name or whatever, but he was so cocky, making fun of him, and next thing you know, got caught. What a beautiful thing, huh?
Yeah, there's that same thing that happened. That's another YouTube video. The guy has tattoos everywhere. His whole face is tatted up, and it's like a kind of normal looking guy, and he's all on his face at the weigh-ins and all this crap, and then he gets knocked
I
out.
saw
Like
that one,
yeah, that was another good one. I like when that stuff happens.
Caveman, remember me and Greg on Gannon
Yeah.
at the weigh-ins?
Oh, you when he tried to push you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he bled all over my shirt after he fought him.
I thought whooped his ass.
So after Ray beats this guy up, right, this guy's bleeding all out of his face. So I go back. I interviewed Ray in the ring. I go back. I'm doing the commentary. So he's like standing over me, and his blood's dripping on my shoulder. And he's like trying to talk to me while I'm talking in the mic. I'm like, dude, I'm commentating. I'm covered it up. I'm like,
And it's funny too, because I got the DVD. You can see him come on your back. You can see him.
like some guys just don't understand. There needs to be a rope around us when we're commentating. What do you think about the LCT TV crew? They love you guys.
They actually do a great job. We actually broadcast live in the last fight to the Middle East.
Wow.
And so we had I forget how many hundreds of thousands of people that tuned in the Middle East and watched the whole event. And moreover, Amir has I don't know how many millions of fans in the Middle East and Jordan. I would love to have Amir fight at some point in the Middle East, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, he posted all those videos of him doing the talk shows over there in Jordan.
They love him.
Yeah.
I love it.
I commented on his video. I was like, they look a lot more professional than us. He didn't write back. But that's great. He's a great guy. A lot of people, we talk about a lot of stuff that happened in his life, and a lot of people don't like Amir, but I don't know what the hell they're smoking.
That's funny.
'cause he's a good
I
guy.
haven't met, maybe they're too afraid to tell me, but I haven't met anyone that didn't like Amir. They might not like me, but they
I know a lot of guys that don't like you. Scott Skinner hates you.
Why
You wouldn't let him
Scott
in.
Skinner? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you wouldn't let him in.
That's it. Me and Scott Skinner next.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Scott Skinner said you were, I forgot what he said.
I
I
didn't
don't
know
want to
that.
misquote him, but he was so mad when he left. I bought a ticket. You wouldn't let me in either, but I bought a ticket like you're
Hey,
supposed
I'm
to.
doing my job.
Yeah. And then you kicked me out at ringside. I want to talk to you about that real quick because
I think Ray set me up here.
no. I want to talk to you about that because I don't want you to think I'm a dickhead. Because
You are a dickhead.
I am a
Caveman.
dickhead, and I would throw you under the bus on the podcast in a second. But for that fight, I was standing in the back, and your other ring guy is like, just go up to the ring. And then you're like, what are you doing up here? Get out of here. And I'm like, that guy over there just told me to come up here.
But that guy's not the boss.
No, I know, but like he was so mad at me. I was like, man, I know. But
Did you leave?
I left.
Okay, good. I appreciate that.
I just went back behind the barrier like I'm supposed to. And
You
then the,
broke the rules and I had to straighten you out. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, but I just wanted you to know that I knew I was breaking the rules, but your other ring guy told me to go up there. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it because you said when we walked down to walk out back, and that's what I did. And then the guy's like, because I'm just yelling from back there, because I'm one of his corners, but I wasn't on the list. And so like I was yelling from back there, and then I came up and I was like, flying knee, hit that flying knee, and then you're like, get out of here. And
Because you didn't have Paula Donuts with you. That's why.
I would have brought him, but I just wanted you to know I wasn't trying to be ignorant or rude to you.
The funny thing is when you're in that moment, honestly, I don't even remember that moment, to be honest. You're just focused. And if I came off as a dick, forgive me, and I apologize. But I'm definitely focused on, again, it could have been you, it could have been Ray. Get the hell out of that area. Because New York State's very tough, believe it or not. And they monitor us, and they yell at me. So if we have people within that certain zones, they come and yell at me and threaten to shut down the show, and that's all we need. But I apologize. As far as Scott Skinner, that bastard, I had nothing good or bad to say about him, and I like him. So now he's talking junk about me. Me and him got to go in a cage.
Yeah.
or the kickboxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him too.
I like to see you guys kickbox. I don't know. He doesn't got no wrestling, so I don't want to see.
I'm
that
good for
wrestling.
I'm good for about good 2 kicks before I'm done. And
Just like me.
lay on a maybe. That's about. He'll get me after that.
Skinner's
but,
tough. He's a really tough guy, actually.
I like Skinner.
He's a really good teammate too, but he's really hot-headed and he can get fired up pretty easy. Sure, what
I
he said
can't
was
wait to
mad.
see him next.
Yeah, but he was really pissed. He's like, I'm never coming back. I fought for these guys like 13 times. They wouldn't let me in.
It's hey,
gotta follow-
each corner gets a certain amount of
Right.
of bracelets, and I guess they didn't favor him enough to give him a bracelet. I don't know. I'm being funny right now, but I don't know what the situation was. But hey, it's
You
nothing,
gotta follow
it's
the
nothing
rules.
but business, right?
Yeah.
And if it's him, trust me, I did it to him and probably did it to 10 other people,
Right.
and it's a blink of an eye to me, and I'll
Amir
have
let
that
me in.
conversation with him.
Amir let me in before.
That's it. Amir.
You're gonna have to cut him off.
me and Amir's gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, don't let Caveman in. His tickets cost $70.
That's right. And Ray's is extra, by the way.
Yeah.
You can't even say my name.
Oh,
I would
damn.
be more than happy to pay $35 to watch a ticket for you, but I had to sneak in the back and I was holding pads for Pat the whole time, so I didn't even get to see any fights for $35.
That was a great card, by the way.
It was a really good card.
That was a good card. I was watching and having a good time, enjoying myself.
He's about to smack me because I snuck back there to hold pads.
That's funny.
He looks mad.
Ray set me up, man. Ray's mad because he doesn't have Burger King here.
He is mad because he doesn't have Burger King here. Dude, you cannot eat Burger King before you train jiu-jitsu anymore. You smell like Burger King when you sweat.
the Whopper
Yeah.
coming out my pores.
Oh, I got a new awesome gi from Ground Force Fights. We gotta pump that too.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cheap, and it's very nice. Ground Force Fights gear, get it. Do you
Well-
guys sell lace-up gear?
We don't.
Besides for the t-shirts? I mean, I know you guys got the lace-up t-shirts. But
We do the lace-up T-shirts for staff, and periodically we have in the past. I think we had Mike Tyson T-shirts, special event type T-shirts, but maybe it's something we need to look into again.
Yeah, they had a booth set up at Ground Force
Yep.
Fights. Solomon had a booth up there, Renfro, and he sold a lot of stuff. I mean, that's maybe some more revenue you guys could generate.
I like revenue.
Yeah.
Besides the guy sneaking in for free,
Yeah.
trying to.
Hey, I fought one of your good guys, and he punched in my face before.
You gotta let me work security for you, Brian. I kicked that guy.
Ray is the worst security guy ever. He lets all that WNY MMA guys in. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right. I remember one time when TNT I did security, and people got mad at me because I made them walk all the way around to the entrance.
So let Mikey Schultz sneak him in?
No, I'm talking about people that had tickets, and I told them you gotta walk around.
Mans Rogers snuck into the event last night. That girl that was sitting next to me.
She wasn't a shy girl, by the way.
No, she's not very shy. You should get her to kickbox for you.
Ray's
do it. Don't do
shaking his head. Yes. Was it yes or was it a no?
That's
That's
a
a
no.
no.
That's a no. Don't do it.
She's not. So,
Because of the tentacle porn she's talking about, or what? Why, Ray? Why?
Her stand up ain't great.
no, she needs work. That's why she needs a fight. She needs to get some stand-up fights. I'm telling you.
Well, the nice thing about Lace Up, we're really going to concentrate. I think one of the areas, and I think probably Amir would probably say this too, is one of the areas where we could improve is the matchmaking game to make sure that we do have grade A fights. I think we do a lot of things well. I don't think we're perfect. I think Amir will be the first to tell you that too. We learn just like everyone else. We're very good at doing a lot of things, but I think that's one area that we need to pick up on is getting great matches.
Do you think you need great matches throughout the card? Because a lot of times you put on pro-am cards and amateur cards. I always like having the amateurs that are just starting to fight. Some of those sloppy fights are some of the best fights you're going to see the whole night, and that's where everyone comes from. You know, you need to get that first fight in.
Now, how about older guys who start fighting?
I don't, everyone's got to start somewhere. But you have them at the start. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about Gearhart?
I'm talking, older guys.
Talking about you?
Yeah,
You
older
can
guys
fight.
like me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like when you're first breaking in. But I mean, at the start of the card, you have one or two fights, to warm up the crowd.
I'll tell you this. One thing I don't like is headgear.
I don't like that either.
So that's one thing that Amir knows I'm against, and Amir and I had this conversation, and I think he probably agrees with me that we prefer not to have fighters with headgear, and that's something that we need to, I think, address too.
So is there a rule on headgear for how many fights you have so you have better fighters, or is it just
I think I'm not sure exactly what the rules are. Unfortunately, I deal with more in the operations end versus the politics of whatever it is. But I know there's some negotiation between the fighters, and then I'm not sure if there's any amateur rules. I'm unaware of that, but I'm definitely against headgear. I like to see the fighting without the headgear. Definitely.
In New York now with the new rules, we have in MMA we have some crazy new rules. If you have less than 3 fights, you have to wear shin guards and you can't punch in the head on the ground. And it's not even really the same sport at times. So I think those fights should be at the start of the card
Caveman,
too.
since I had 2 MMA fights.
Your third fight you can ground and pound, but as long as your opponent has 3 fights as well.
Okay, so my two fights I had before
Yep.
will count.
Right. As long as they're sanctioned fights. You fought for TNT, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Anything that's reported to Tapology where they look out
Okay.
at
gotcha.
your record, you're okay. Look at that. More knowledge dropped.
Yeah.
You owe me $5.
Who knows, Caveman? Maybe I should go for a lace-up fight.
Yes. There you go, Ray Aris. We're trying to get Ray back in MMA cage, but he could use a tune-up fight.
I'll tell you, there's some big boys out there. Wait, what's your weight now, Ray? Fight weight, how about that?
205.
205.
205?
Yeah. Right now I'm I'm at 250. Right now.
How about 215? We match you up. You guys do catchweight fights, right? I've seen some catchweight fights.
No, not too much. I don't think. No, they're all pretty close.
How about me and David Whitman, catchweight or whatever David Whitman wants? Pro debut for David Whitman against an 0-1 pro. It's a good matchup.
Now, Amir was talking about last time about Mikey Schultz and David Whitman. The Battle of Lockport.
Did you actually hear anything about that?
No, I unfortunately did not. No.
Oh, actually, I thought, which one? Mike Schultz has been pestering Amir about putting that fight together. They got a little bad blood between the two of them, and they actually want to square up and fight out. They wanted to do a boxing fight, but I think they'd settle for kickboxing. They might agree not to kick each other or something. I don't know.
Nah, that's stupid, man. Kickboxing, come on.
Yeah. That would probably sell a lot of tickets. I would pay to see David Whitman get and Mike Schultz fight.
It'd be the Battle of Lockport.
Are they pros or amateurs?
They're both amateurs.
Well, that's maybe a conversation I'll have with Amir. See what he says.
Yeah.
He handles all him and we have a team that handles the matchmaking.
I'm not sure how great and competitive a fight it would be, but it would be exciting to watch. I guarantee you that.
I think Mike Schultz is pretty good.
Mike Schultz got 2 knockouts in MMA.
Right. And the kickboxing.
Oh, yeah.
He did kickboxing on the TNT card.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a TKO with the body shot to Gearhart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His hands looking good.
Yeah. His movement's not looking too good, but his hands look good. He's got power, too.
How about David Whitman's stand-up?
I don't know. That's Street Fighter-like. He's tough kid, but very Street Fighter-y.
Well, he said he's training at that boxing gym.
Yeah,
so.
maybe. I don't know. Last time I sparred with him, it was very Street Fighter-y.
Fightery.
Street Fighter-y, like Kimbo Slicey kind of stuff.
Kimbo Slice.
Yeah.
He really fell off, huh?
Yeah, off the planet. Poor guy died.
How did he die, by the way?
I think he had a heart attack.
I think a heart attack.
Yeah. It's all the steroids he took.
He was the man at one point, though.
Yeah, he was tough. He was really tough.
I was never I'm not a big fan of Street Fighters. I'm not. I believe they fight a good technical fighter to go lose.
I was so impressed that he went on the Ultimate Fighter show. He could have made so much more money getting fights in, but he went and tried to make it like anyone else would, with a name. And that's pretty impressive to me.
Know who was kind of like a Street Fighter was that Tank Abbott. Remember him?
Yeah.
I used to love him, man.
Me too. I wonder if we could get him on.
I'm going to work on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that.
I'll send him a box of Paul's Donuts wherever he is. He's probably in jail somewhere, though.
He probably will take a couple boxes of donuts.
Yeah. And Harold Howard.
And some Budweiser, too.
Do you have any contact with Harold Howard at all? I know he was a big kickboxer guy.
I don't. Maybe Amir does. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We were trying to get Harold Howard on the show. I haven't heard too much about him after he drove into Tim Hortons. But
I was talking with his manager.
Yeah.
He's from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was Kevin Wazier. He was the manager.
Yeah.
They had the Nova shirt.
Yeah.
I love Lenovis, by the way.
Ray does, too. He's trying to get sponsored by them.
Come on, Lenovas.
If we get Lenovas and we could get wings in here, man, our guests will go through the roof. We got to get great guests. They got great pizza and wings.
Barbecue wings. Forget about
Oh,
it.
my God. So good there. Guess what we're doing for dinner, Ray? After we do a Flat Earth podcast, we're going to get dinner.
Oh, my God.
Do you think the Earth is flat?
Yeah, we got some weirdos out there that think the world is flat.
Is that a conversation that's going back to tentacle porn talking about next week?
People believe the world's flat.
Yeah, some people do believe that.
There's a lot of people that believe that, actually. Shaq just came out and said he thinks the world's flat. Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. And Kron Gracie from Jiu Jitsu World, and he's an MMA fighter. He thinks the world's flat. Eddie Bravo.
They smoking too much shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What do you think? Do you think we landed on the moon, or do you think that was faked?
Oh, definitely real.
Definitely
That's
real.
real.
You don't
Definitely
think
real.
they like filmed it? Like we actually landed there and they just filmed what they showed us?
Real. Ray, real.
It's real.
All right. You guys are both banned from that podcast. What about Bigfoot?
I want to be in that podcast. I really
Bigfoot.
do.
Bigfoot.
You gonna laugh? I saw Bigfoot.
Are you serious?
I'm not even kidding.
You're coming in for the Bigfoot one.
I'm not even kidding. I saw Bigfoot.
Jesus Christ. We
Where
got
at? Las Vegas?
I used to, again, from the Lower West Side, we used to go to this, on 10th Street, they have a boys club, and we never had any money, so they used to take us out to field trips. And they brought us out to, I don't know, what is the, Alleghenies or something, and we're out there, we're walking through, me and a whole bunch of guys walking through, and there was a, you guys, everyone's going to laugh at this, but we're walking through, and there's like a creek, and then he's actually bending that Bigfoot. This is. I walked through and I'm like, he's almost like camouflage. He's bending down in a creek, like grabbing water out of the creek with his one hand and his knee down. And then I saw that, and then me and all the rest of the Puerto Rican kids, we're all from the Lower West Side, right? So I just turned around, screams at Bigfoot, because I legitimately, I swear to God, I saw him, and they just turned around and ran too. They even, like, you don't look when
Right.
you see Bigfoot. It's not like you say, "Hey, there's Bigfoot." I think he's gonna, who knows, kill us or whatever. We just turned around and ran away. But I did see Bigfoot.
awesome. This is great. Would you come in for a Bigfoot podcast?
I would. I will for that one. I don't know about the.
This is a very productive day then. I got a Bigfoot podcast out of this too. And we're going to steal Saul's John McCarthy tickets instead of giving them to him. I will not do that. I'll really give it to
He
him.
go come kick our ass.
He would kick my ass.
Yes.
What about ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts.
I don't mess around with that ghost stuff. I'll
But
tell you.
yeah,
I'm
Ghosts?
afraid of
I don't
ghosts.
believe in ghosts. That would be a good podcast. We do that one.
I
What about organized religion? Is it a conspiracy? I'm not saying religion itself, like believing in God or anything. I'm saying that the church is a conspiracy itself.
oh, like you talking about what's that movie with Tom Hanks, Da Vinci Code?
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not really that, but yeah.
I don't know.
Like the church is organized in our thoughts. The church kind of believed in flat earth for a long time. They used to burn people for saying the earth was round.
Yeah, but they used to burn ladies because they thought they was witches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
See, they're controlling the thoughts. It's a conspiracy.
I don't know. I just think so many weird people out
What do you think about the New World Order or contrails? Anybody? Any bites?
Yeah, I'll stick to Bigfoot.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got Bigfoot out. We'll leave it at
there. Yeah,
that.
Bigfoot.
I got a moon guy too. Chris, the Fanduzzi studio guy, is gonna come in for the moon landing.
He don't believe in it.
He believes in it. I don't believe in it.
Okay. Oh, come on.
I do believe in it, but I gotta be someone's gotta not believe in it. So
Okay, so you gotta stick up for your weirdo friend.
yeah, I'm gonna stick up for my weirdo friends. For a long time, I didn't believe it, but I believe it now. How did you get through the Van Allen radiation belt? Oh, I got one funny joke actually. So you know the one place that the government can always spy on you from?
Your smart TV.
Cell phone.
Microwave. It's the only place where you can't put tin foil. Can't put tin foil in a microwave. You can put tin foil on your TV and still watch TV, but you can't get the tin foil protection in the microwave. So always turn your microwave around. Don't let them spy on you.
Ray's perplexed. He doesn't know what to do.
Tin foil protects you from the government. I saw that in Conspiracy Theory, the movie. All right, with that, we can end this podcast. I'm sorry we brought you into this, Brian.
That's okay. I think you set me up with Skinner. Me and him, we're going to have to go at it now.
I didn't set you up with Skinner. I set you up with myself. I just want to tell you I wasn't.
That's right. You're sneaking in our events.
I wasn't.
That's right, Brian. You kicked their ass out.
I wasn't trying to be a dick. Is all I really wanted to say. Because I thought you were mad at me, so I didn't want you to be really mad. When you came in, I was like, oh man.
I think you're just trying to set it up to come and touch my shirt. Yeah.
I did want to touch your shirt, but I wanted to do it on the live. But now that we're off the live, I'm not going to do it. It seems a little. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here with our Mexican music.
I love Mexican music.
Take us away, Ray.
All right, fight fans, coming from the Fan Juicy Studios, me and Caveman is out of here.
Oh man.
I do like Mexican music.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. I'm coming back to that one, man.
Yeah, Bigfoot's gonna be
I
great.
seriously saw him, man. That's no
You
joke.
don't know how excited I am that you said you like Bigfoot.
Like legitly, like. Anyways, we'll have that conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, the woods, man. It's a big field out there.
Unless someone was dressed. What are the odds of some clown dressed up with like a big freaking wilderly looking camouflage beast drinking
Could have been
water?
some big hairy swimmer bottom, like a gay bottom.
Yeah.